no. I don't start it. Okay.
I'd be
Stop recording. He said some people's. Can you leave me alone? He said.
What was your memory?
Stop. It would have to do with 3, 2, 1. My favorite memory. Don't do that. Okay. So wait. Can you stop recording me, Lexi?
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry. Looks so grody.
Ugh.
Look at this sick guy.
Excited. Do I look at the camera or do I look at you? Just.
You have to look at the camera.
No, look
Look into your grandma.
Well, sometimes in interviews you look at the person.
Okay, you can go.
You can go.
You can say it.
You can start it off.
I don't want to do that one.
Yeah, who said that one?
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
guys said that
No,
one.
we didn't.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, let's do that one.
Superpower one!
I don't know my superpower.
Who said that?
If I could have any superpower, I'd probably want to read minds or predict the future because then you could see, what would happen in the future. Or to have a photographic memory so I could do really well.
Cytokinesis, so I could duplicate things into 2.
Okay.
I would love to have the ability to go travel through time. So go forward in time, make some discoveries and stuff, then take credit for doing it myself. Or go back in time and reverse some mistakes I made.
I'd want to fly like a bird, or I don't know, like Superman if you could fly. I don't know. Or I'd want to read people's minds.
If I could have any superpower, it would be shapeshifter because you could pretty much get away with anything and you could pull pranks on everyone and no one would know who you really are.
Superpower would be teleportation because that'd be so cool. You could go anywhere in the world just like that.
What type of place would you like to go, eh?
I don't know, whatever I'm feeling. Feeling Chinese, go China.
I'd have that memory one. No, I don't want that one anymore. I want the one.
I was thinking of memories. Wait.
The photo. What's that one where once you see it, it's always in your head? Photo.
I'd want to be telepathic so I can read people's minds so I can cheat off tests and stuff.
Mine would probably be mind reading because during a test you could
Read someone's
read
mind.
the smartest person's mind in during the test, and then I'd get 100% on my math test.
I want to memorize everything that on the exam.
I would probably want to be able to fly because who doesn't want to?
Very original.
Super strong.
It would probably be invisibility.
Original.
It's more original than yours.
It would 100% be aqua. What? I want the superpower of aqua.
Oh, what? No. I meant it. No, I'm.
Aqua. It's where you swim with the fishies. You just enjoy water,
I usually have to walk home, and I live at least 40 minutes away for walking, so I'd rather teleport home. That'd be pretty cool.
My superpower would be to be a wizard like Harry Potter, so then I could do a lot of cool things.
I'd want to have compulsion so I can make people do what I say. So for example,
just in Vampire Diaries, it's a really good show. Just you can compel people if you're a vampire. Oh, I'd also want to be a vampire.
that'd be good too.
You can compel people, so I could compel Mr. Orloff to
give
give
us
me
100%.
If I had a superpower,
We've cut his out.
okay, good.
This would be so cool. Omnilingualism.
It would be to be smart. Well, I am smart, but I would want to fly.
Power. I think I would choose the ability to fly.
Because I want to explore the world and see different kind of culture and stuff.
Stop time.
The ability to cast magic. So I have multiple powers.
Invisibility. Basically because I would want to go anywhere without actually getting caught sometimes.
want to be invisible or read minds, actually.
I think I would like have mind control or just like be able to like read someone's mind because everything would be so much easier.
I wouldn't want to be telepathic.
I would want to be invisible because then I could just like disappear out of an awkward situation.
Photographic memory.
Are you kidding me? You didn't even want that one.
Actually, mind reading.
Well, now fine. I guess I'd have super speed. What? Because you ruined it for me.
If I could have any superpower, I think I'd probably want to fly. That'd be pretty cool.
I would want to teleport.
If I
Shush!
To levitate.
Nope. Okay. Grow my hair out and fly with it.
No, if I had a superpower, I'd want to turn into
Mr. Dolinsky.
Lucas, you're ruining my interview.
Okay, just redo it. If I could have any superpower, I'd have the ability to travel in time because I was born in the wrong generation.
Superpower.
Okay, do superpower.
Nice.
Thing happened.
You know, today we found out that there's no air conditioning at HGI anymore.
That's okay.
Wow, we'll survive. Okay.
It's so hot in here.
Let's sing a song.
Yeah. Let's sing a song, guys.
We're singing a song. Let's all sing it. Yeah, my true love will never meet again. You're hot and you're cold. No. You're yes and No. you're no. And I don't wanna miss a thing.
We got a very special guest coming up next. We got the hottest doggy in the school, P-Fire Gamalo. Let's hear it, guys.
I still don't know why I'm here. So, yeah.
What was your favorite memory at HGI?
Just give me a second to think.
What is your favorite memory at HGI?
I'm still thinking.
Meeting me.
My favorite memory at HGI was, can we restart?
Shut up, Robin.
Oh, gosh. Too many to count.
Do you have to ask the question or do you want to just go?
You have to make it sense.
My
Like,
favorite memory.
at HCI was probably-
My favorite memory from HGI was when I murdered Keegan Bellingham.
Probably in grade 7 when we played Truth or Dare, and when we were passing notes. Yeah.
We played this game called The Game.
What?
It was like, it was in social studies class, so they divided our class into 4 social groups.
Is that
The elite,
euchre? You're talking about euchre?
The high, no. The high class, the middle class, and the low class. I was part of the elite class, and I owned a casino. So every lunch hour, I'd run my casino.
I lowered the poverty line. Everyone's rich, and I'm like Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, I forgot to record that. It's red.
Mine's probably playing chess in Mr. Orloff's room in grade 8.
Okay, so Mr. Rowe would always talk about his stories from El Salvador and how he was canoeing. Those are good stories. Those are good times.
There was one time someone asked him how to ride a canoe or something like that, and he took 4 periods on it, and we didn't do any work for 4 periods.
And listening to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack every day.
That time in grade 7 when I tried to hang off the little wooden pole above the lockers and I grabbed onto it and it broke and it like fell on the ground and I just ran.
And when we got to do the grade 5 play, so I auditioned for, I think her name was Melody, and I got it and I was super proud of myself. Rosa falling down the Rosa falling down the stairs. It was pretty funny.
My favorite memory from HGI would have to be from grade 6 when we got to ride that hovercraft thing with the leaf blower that blows down. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
What?
You guys don't remember that?
No.
That was so much fun.
Are you okay?
Anyone in Mr. Peterson's class would know that.
I was in Mr. Peterson's class.
You don't remember the big hovercraft?
No.
Oh man.
The hovercraft.
Yes, the hovercraft that had like a leaf blower going down, and it was like
Riding on a hovercraft.
yes.
Duncan, I want your backpack. Alrighty then, bud.
I'm gonna have to redo that one another day, but that's okay.
I'm not legally obliged to answer that, am I?
Yeah, you have to.
My favorite memory is to play sports in the gym.
Being in the same class as Brooklyn and Grace in grade 6.
When we went to Banff for band in grade 9.
I don't even know scale.
What?
Band test. I don't
Look
know
at this gun.
3.
Our favorite memory from HGI was when we decided to do a Secret Santa with our friends.
You know, I can't say sheep properly. Let's just say that. It sounds like a different word, so we have to.
So we taught her with hand motions. So you'd go sheet, and then you go the other one.
Sheet. That's right. Hey, what time is it? It's 11:40. Okay.
Yeah, I just no, go.
My favorite memory at HGI is probably going to Banff in grade 8. I messed up a few times there.
When me and Deanna left school on like the last day of grade 8 and went to Petro and got Slurpees. That was fun.
Probably the end of last year during the barbecue. Me and a couple of friends went to the White Ridge Community Center basketball court, and we were just playing there for like the entirety of the day.
When Miss Connor brought a box of donuts and we watched Stand By Me all morning.
Doing the bottle rockets in grade 6 with Mr. Martin.
Probably the time when me and my friends were like down at the gym.
My favorite memory at HGI was in grade 5 with Miss Bouchard's class. We would always build forts at lunch with the pillows.
When Mark dragged Mo all the way down the hallway while Mo was crying and screaming.
Or when we were filming movie at Rose's house and Mr. D was trying to get like a higher angle, right? So he was on the stairs and then he started going down the stairs and he fell like, he missed a step, so he fell like 3 steps, but he saved the camera, right?
I was told we were going to go film at Mo's garage, so I thought we were going to go up the street or something to his house and film, and then we ended up driving all the way downtown to some faraway road. It was like a 30-minute drive, and I had no idea what was going on, and it turned out we were going to like his dad's auto body garage. I was so confused for 30 minutes. I thought I was getting kidnapped, and I didn't want to ask where we were going, so he was driving for like 30 minutes, and it was really scary, but it was funny when I looked at it. It was good.
My favorite memory at HGI would probably be having class sing-alongs.
Probably running from Miss Lemire at lunch hour.
Well, like basketball is really a good memory from HGI, but one of the good memories is when Sheikah sat down in the middle of a basketball game.
Basketball was fun.
We started this thing. We did like this thing with Miss Torden where we did like the holiday fun zone and stuff like that, and it was really fun because we got to like see after school a bunch of days and like stay in. We never went outside.
You enjoyed staying after school?
My favorite memory at HGI was on the track trip. We were in Fargo at the mall, and Naomi fainted, and everyone was laughing at her. Can we redo that?
Filming Recipe for Disaster, which was my personal career peak.
HGI were the fun adventures at lunch.
And the fun times at outdoor ed.
And me, Megan, Brooke, and Jenna all snuck into the music room.
My favorite memory at HGI would be I met all my friends here.
Favorite memory of probably HGI is probably meeting B Monsters. Meeting Colin for the first time. He was my first friend at this school.
Well,
yeah? Is it
my
zoomed in on
favorite
my
memory
face?
of school is right now when Riley's looking at me, because Riley is like...
Riley, you need a haircut.
He's basically Trojans.
Please cut your hair.
Just 2 cuties sitting on a box, you know?
Yep, a box that we stole. Well, not stole, but yeah.
It was free.
So we decided to just walk around the neighborhood, and it was getting pretty late at night. But so we found this trunk lying on someone's lawn. It said free. So, you know, since we were young, it's like, let's pick it up. Let's go take it. Let's bring it to Mr. D, you know? it's a gift. So.
That's the trunk.
Yep, that's it. It's a great adventure.
Commence dog. Did Tanner say 3 people called the cops or 5? Thank you. It was 3. He said 3. Come on, Jackson. Pay attention.
Yes. You need no, Tanner. You can't do this. You need to go work on your yearbook page.
I really don't think this is a good idea right now. Like, cause I'm not prepared.
Okay. Still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is okay. I don't want to do this.
Stop. Stop.
Let him go to the other side. Let him go to the other side. It's like.
What's your favorite memory of your teacher? Who was your homeroom teacher?
Mr. Dolinsky.
Do you remember anything funny you'll miss about him or something?
Everything.
Aw, cute.
Except for like the whole rant thing. So yeah.
I'm definitely gonna miss the rant, a lot of the rants and spiels from Mr. Linsky.
Mr. Linsky's rants.
His rants.
I was gonna say that.
I said it.
My favorite memory with Mr. Dolinsky is just like being in class and then listening to his like super stupid stories. So those were good.
Whenever we had problems as a group, a friend group, he always gave us little talks or pickups and always made sure that we'll always stick together.
I will miss talking about trigonal ball, Mr. D.
Just trigonal ball. 9D, you'll understand what that means, but just talking about trigonal ball throughout the year was a great time.
Just, like, talks. Like, you know, like our group.
He always has metaphors or like analogies for stuff. Like we were talking about math once, and he started talking about his son Jaden and this octopus penguin game. Remember that?
I remember that one.
Yeah, that was his metaphor on how to, if you really work hard for something, then you can achieve it.
Oh, Joey, buddy.
Okay, so
My favorite memory with Mr. Martin is how he always walks around the class with his squeaky shoes, and I don't know, he would just always ramble on and on, but in the end, it was always a good speech.
His squeaky shoes and his complaints about his squeaky shoes. There you go.
Every day he would have these squeaky shoes, and every time he'd be talking, he would sometimes walk around, all you would hear is the squeaking shoes.
Him walking around class and trying to follow what he's trying to say, but you just can't because he just keeps on walking.
I'm gonna miss Mr. Martin's squeaky shoes and how he talks during everything. Like we're writing a test and he'll just be like, "Oh yeah, guys," but like one person will ask a question and he'll answer it to the whole class, and it's like I didn't ask the question, someone else did.
Mr. Martin's wicked teaching skills. He's the best teacher ever.
I guess I'll just miss Mr. Green in general. We have had like many good memories with him, and like.
I don't know, maybe genius hour?
Well, I really liked Mr. Green. He's probably one of my favorite teachers because he always postponed our homework.
Oh, something I'll miss about Mr. Green is flexible due dates and him always getting Levi in trouble.
Something I'll miss about Mr. Green is whenever he would bring us food.
Today, actually, he brought us Timbits for class because he didn't finish marking our tests. So like every time he really like doesn't do something, he brings us Timbits. So yeah, that's a good time.
This is good. One time, Mr. Green yelled at me. I forgot what it. Okay, maybe a couple of times, he yelled at me because I was talking too much.
He'll get mad at someone in the class, and then we'll all just make a joke, and he won't be able to keep a straight face because he loves us and we're an amazing class. So you know, how could you get mad at us?
My favorite memory with Miss Main was one day we spent an entire class. She printed off some sick
political trading cards to trade, the best of the cabinet ministers.
I got Trudeau for John McCain.
Probably from the comma videos that we had to make.
My favorite memory with Miss Main would be when Romy was sitting on a desk, not a chair, and Miss Main was just yelling at her for at least 5 minutes.
Miss Main did a good job teaching me how to scrapbook really well.
When we went to MTYP,
We got a ride home with Miss Main with Jackson and Max.
and we saw school buses and
Yeah.
'cause
It was a good time.
Yeah,
It was classic.
yeah, it was a meme.
Like when I walk into the class, she'll be like, "Hi, Annika," and I'll say, "Hi, Miss Main," or I'll be like, "Hi, Miss Main," and then, "Oh, I'll miss her take." Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
But I said the wrong one. Can we like pause it and then redo the one question?
When Miss Main takes us, when she takes us to Starbucks at lunch.
She takes you to Starbucks? Yeah.
And A&W.
Like Booster Juice, and Starbucks, and Subway. You know, those are some great times.
We have photos.
And I'll miss Miss Main being so supportive and helping all the time.
Mrs. Main, Mr. Orloff, and all the other teachers that were here at HGI.
Oh, dog, super cool guy.
Definitely Mr. Orloff's trigonometry parties. Those were the best.
Trigonometry party with Mr. Orloff.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just always there. He's such a nice guy. Like, if you got a problem, you go talk to him. And he just has always insightful way of figuring it out, unlike any other teachers I had before.
I'm gonna miss math and science and some experiments.
When Mr. Orloff yells at Yara for sleeping in class.
I'll miss roasting Naomi with Mr. Orloff.
Mr. Orloff taught me and Matt how to play cribbage, and we just kind of played it for hours.
Oh, Mr. Orloff, I'm going to miss playing chess with you every day. You're the reason I'm a chess master.
Yep. Ouch. When Mr. Orloff gave the whole class poppable popcorn, and I stayed in the classroom with a bunch of other kids watching old Avengers and superhero shows, the cartoons, or like played Star Wars music or some creepy music at the end of a test.
And also, Tanner, you don't know this one? When we were at the garage sale, we went to Marshall's, right? Guess who was at Marshall's?
Mr.
Orloff.
Callie Orloff. Oh, I shouldn't say
You
that.
see?
That's
We discussed movies. It was a great time. Great teacher. Thank you, Mr. Orloff.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Orloff.
Favorite memory with Mr. Nelson? It's probably being close with him. Or being teacher's pet with him.
Oxygen so you can breathe the floor and for your pretty teeth. Neon to light up the skies. Sodium for salty times. Magnesium.
Aluminium, silicon,
Go phosphorus and
sulfur,
become.
chlorine, and argon.
I know.
Potassium and calcium.
Mr. Peasy. Yep. I spent a lot of time with that guy. We really connected a lot, and his eyes are very nice.
Why is this bench so soft?
Oh, there you go. There she is. You have to say that louder, because like I could not.
Pierre Gamallo is the single hottest man in the world.
Who?
Pierre Gamallo.
P-Fire. P-Fire?
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, P Fire is the single hottest man in the world.
He was my.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, are you guys restarting?
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll restart it. Like, Megan.
I need to get this. Excuse me. What are you looking for? A Sharpie.
Wait.
Actually, the yearbook. He says this isn't. This is this thing that he told me.
Why are you still filming?
Go. Just go.
What?
Go.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Changing the world by creating a party.
In 10 years, I think I'll be living with a bunch of cats and dogs.
I think I'm gonna be Steven Spielberg. I can't do it with a straight face. Can we restart that? Mr. D likes my stuff.
Starting point guard for the New York Knicks.
I see myself being a really rich lawyer.
San Jose, California, being an NHL agent for Thomas Hurdle.
12 to 13 cats. Living alone with a lot of cats.
Probably living in my mother's basement.
Old folks home.
Retired.
Yeah, retired.
Singers now.
Being a singer?
Being a singer. At a job.
Yeah.
I want to be a surgeon.
I am going. I want to be a surgeon too, but I'm going to live with some puppies. I have a little sideshow. Can you see them?
Marrying Neymar? I don't know. I want to move to California or something, just somewhere far away that's hot.
I see myself in like college or university in 10 years.
Probably NHL, NBA, NFL, because I'm an all-star, so, you know.
At home and in college, maybe.
Can they hear me? No, like obviously they can hear. I just didn't know. I didn't see that mic.
Kavanaugh.
Why always lying?
Being Nick's best friend, driving my Ferrari, with like my boy.
I see myself in grade 9 at HGI in 10 years.
I don't want to be 24 years old and still in middle school.
I see myself flying airplanes.
Going like into film or into theater.
Still living at home.
I see myself a potential dog owner for sure.
In teaching.
Yeah. So in 10 years, this will be the most
Can you get
popular
off me too?
band that
What are
there
we calling
is.
ourselves?
The Ligers.
The Ligers. What? We are the Spice Girls.
That's insane.
No, just like Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels, not the Spice Girls.
I would be remembered as the teacher's pet.
100% the How to Eat Your Peach video.
Michael Jordan's. I won't be.
How I'll be remembered is probably that girl who got Slurpeed like 5 times in the movie.
I hope to be remembered as the meme master Mark.
For being late every day and coming in at like 9 every single day.
Young Money.
Other people. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'd be remembered as the girl with the afro, the girl with the big hair.
Well,
Probably.
the afro got smaller though. It used to be a lot bigger. Unless it's just wet
I didn't
today.
cut it. It is. I just
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
But
I was once first in Slytherin.
That's so rude.
Everyone liked me.
We're gonna be remembered by the girls who always wore Birkenstocks through every season, like winter, summer,
Yep.
fall, spring.
Doesn't matter.
Because, like,
Birks.
Best shoes
Where it's
ever.
at. Birks.
Jenna and I are good friends.
See Daniel Robinson. See Daniel Robinson.
I think I'll be remembered as the kid that played AAA, and also the kid that thinks he's really funny, but really isn't that funny. We'll redo that one.
I was thinking.
Well, Danielle, you and her difference?
Who? Mr. Dees is bad.
Yes, we.
I'll be remembered as the best Tuchinski to ever come to this school.
As a wonderful dancer with great hair. Just kidding. As a good dancer.
The tall Indian guy that didn't shave his mustache.
I don't know. Paige would be remembered as like the super smart girl. Like, yeah.
Every teacher loves her.
Yeah. Thank
No!
you.
Yeah,
I had
No!
a student once.
I will be remembered as the coolest kid, most popular, best guy, favorite out of everyone, smartest kid too, best grades, best friends, best of times, best of everything. How about you, Jeff?
I'd like to refute some of the points made by Tanner. He's an idiot. Okay, there you go.
Say that.
Okay.
And then there's like me. like I'm like at least 10 spots over her. Like
When it comes to popularity.
yeah, like I'm probably the coolest guy in school. So yeah.
Something I learned this year is probably
Yep.
and lots of gym, math, right, Daniel? Yes. And outside education, and food, nutrition, and all that stuff we learned, right? Yeah. And multimedia, And art. art with Nicole, right? Yeah. And math.
Tangents. Tangents.
I learned how to do circle geometry.
Not learnt something. You could be anything. This year was that your friends always have your back no matter what.
I learned that if you work hard for something, you can achieve. You can do anything. Hi, Ashley.
Hello. Something I've learned this year is never wait till the last minute to get stuff done.
I learned to face my fears. Shout out to Bianca.
I learned that the never.
Hey guys, here with a new vlog.
Oh, I learned that it's okay to be by yourself sometimes. Study the night before a test.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
If you try to eat a fruit roll-up when your teacher says you can't, you'll get set in the hall, because that just happened today.
Are you 5?
This isn't recording, is it?
Yep.
Well, this doesn't count.
Oh my
I'm
god,
just
you have
thinking.
toe thumbs.
Okay. Something I learned this year was to block out all the haters. If you're trying to sneak in, you have to make sure you have to like stay by the wall so like that one teacher in the front won't see you.
What else I learned? I learned that science is the best subject.
That in grade 9 you have a lot of tests. How to get my work done on time and how to study for anything. Make friends.
And yeah.
To be able to have fun and actually have a good time, you have to let go and kind of not care what really is going to happen because it only will really matter to you. No one else will really care what happens.
Just look at yourself and realize how much potential and how much you have to use in your life. And just don't throw it away.
One thing I learned this year was that school is like a really good place. You're with your friends all the time, and like after high school we all graduate and then like we separate. So just like enjoy the moment while you can.
Are we done? Because so.
Yeah, just stop the video. Just stop the video.
Okay, we gotta delete these.
No, wait. Bro, just sit down. We'll figure out how to get there.
We'll figure out.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting phone text.
Hate you, Peyton.
Oh, why is it record? You guys,